Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Diabloband. We are still playing as a sorceress. We made it back to level 7, I suppose, where our previous barbarian run ended. We have some decent stuff. Unfortunately, we're also very slowed down. I actually dropped half of my iron shots, which I'm not really sure I even strictly need. Well, I suppose they could be useful if we can actually hit stuff with it. I haven't tried how effective they are going to be. Yeah, that's slowing us down. I mean, that's by far the heaviest piece of equipment, I suppose. It's that stack of 25 iron shots. We're still slowed down by 2, which is not great. But I feel it doesn't really make sense to take a lot fewer than those. The thing is, those things are pretty heavy. They weigh half a pound per iron shot. Just double checked. Arrows are actually 0.2, I believe. Yeah. Bolts are 0.3. But, I mean, I suppose maybe arrows are ideal. A short bow is probably a little bit heavier than the sling, but with the ammo being, you know, less than half the weight, that might be the way to go. So I guess I'll be on the lookout for that. For now, though, we'll just deal with it, I suppose, and let's see if we can just kill these zombies with our pretty decent melee weapon. Apparently we can. I guess I'm just gonna spend some time on these early levels. Obviously we can always use more stuff. Like some healing potions would be nice. Maybe a short bow, just a simple short bow I suppose would do the trick. Actually, wait, a thing I wanted to do is this. Inscribing. Let's see, does this still work the same way? I do this. Oh no, it doesn't. Well, I mean, yeah, we have a quiver, so it will automatically always choose that ammo, so we don't need to inscribe it all. Iron shot disappears. Well, I suppose that does help reduce our weight. But am I even hitting? It doesn't seem like it, honestly. Okay. And these are just quill rats. The quill bear is a little bit tougher. It's fleeing in terror. Can we hit it ever? Okay. I mean, I guess, yeah, but it's, not particularly effective. Wizard hat, okay. Claw. Okay, and we're just dead? Are we just dead? Night Clan hits you, Moon Clan hits you. Everything just hits me, and I die. Is that it? I've been stunned? Oh? I'm actually not dead. Amazing. Can I read a scroll of teleportation? Yes. Holy crap. I can't believe I actually survived that, where the barbarian did not. I suppose, lucky us, we were only attacked with physical attacks. And not by whatever it was that cast a fireball at us and just dealt apparently like 50 damage to us. No, don't read, please. Actually drink one of my 3 healing potions. Wait, that heals for almost nothing. What? What's up with that? We do have 68 health now, but surely that's supposed to actually heal more than that? Like it shows the gray, in gray the amount it's going to heal. It was absolutely nothing. What? I guess it's randomized. Oh yeah, it's totally randomized, okay. So we just got extremely unlucky with that first one. Huh? that's not an actual skeleton, alright. I honestly can't believe that the same thing almost happened again. Where I start the episode, immediately basically stumble into one of those traps within the first couple of minutes. Even faster this time, I suppose. We're out of mana. But we miraculously survived this encounter. I mean, honestly, yeah, absolutely not what I expected. There they all are. I mean, individually, they're all enemies we've dealt with, right? Night Clan? No, actually, we don't remember those. We do remember these. They're extremely weak. Oh, Vile Hunter we've also not seen? Interesting. Okay. We have plenty of mana potions. Okay, there they are. I'm not gonna hold back. Okay, Vile Hunter dies to a fireball. It's worth 3.5 XP, so not tremendously powerful. Is nothing else coming? Okay. Fine by me. Zombie starts moving even slower. Night Clan is worth 6 XP. I mean, killing all these enemies should give me a level up, I think. Something died. Oh. Okay, it's fleeing in terror. Yep. Still regenerating mana. Actually, we did not make nearly as much experience as I hoped. As I thought we should. Still 50 away. Oh well. And these normal zombies here, which seems to be all that's left. We should be able to just kill like that, yeah. Okay, we do get another healing potion, so that's nice. Hey there, Vile Hunter. Okay, let's just not be silly and just... we're out of mana again. Okay. Wooden shield, no. Hard leather cap, no. Okay, that was those enemies. Yeah, I mean, individually, and even as a group, they're not that bad. The real problem is just suddenly being surrounded by them and them all getting free attacks against you. And if there's a spellcaster among them, I guess it's just usually GG. I mean, what can you do against that? Obviously, detect traps eventually, but early on it's simply not an option. And then, I guess, make sure to always run, you know, always explore with full health, but that's just... I mean, yeah, I guess you can try to do that, but that's ultimately going to waste a lot of healing potions, which, you know, if you just don't have a ton of them, can be a problem. We're just back up to 3, where we started. Yeah, I mean, I suppose we ultimately just hope to not get too unlucky. Guess we are approaching the next level up, so, you know, obviously I would like to... I would like to be kind of efficient here and not necessarily use potions when I don't have to. I feel like having more than half mana, more than half health, should usually be enough. It is going to be enough unless we find ourselves hit by one of those traps. Also, do you just not put those back in the quiver? Okay. Identify? Sure. Slow poison. Might as well take that, I guess. Well, that was certainly a more exciting floor one than I expected. What's the feeling say? Boring place? I guess that does not take into account potential enemies summoned by a trap. What else did I want? I mean, I suppose I'm ultimately also hoping for Scroll of Recall, if we could find that, just like that. Maybe I've spent enough time in the dungeon to refresh inventories. Oh, I absolutely have. At least for the black market. That's all new. Enchant armor. Cure serious wounds. I mean, I suppose we've seen that we can get quite unlucky with the amount healed by light wounds, but it can also be just, perfectly adequate. So I guess, for the most part, it's still going to work, especially since I can only assume the sorceress is one of the, if not the lowest health character. I mean, assassin might also be down there, but I mean, assassin is a melee character, so you'd hope that she's not too squishy. And everyone else should just be tankier, I guess. I mean, Amazon, I suppose, is also there. Yeah, she might be on a similar level there. Anyway, I guess we still have the same fanged helm here that we had before. Just a bunch of new things added. Those potions, maybe we could get those. And of course we got new peaceful wildlife that immediately come after me. How annoying. And unlike the peaceful townspeople in Angband, or later Angbands anyway, these actually deal damage to you? It's kind of messed up. Anyway, restore light mana, restore serious mana. Okay, at least we have a scroll of recall. I guess I'm gonna get that one. Yeah. Thanks. Another Ring of Resist Fire, just available here. Interesting. Obviously, I would prefer some other resistance to diversify. What else? We have plenty of Identify, I suppose. We still have some teleportation left, which obviously was an extremely good idea to have those around. Without that, I guess I would have tried... No, I couldn't even have tried using my teleport spell, because I didn't have the mana for it, so I would have been dead, just straight up. Obviously, I didn't have the time to use a mana potion and wait for mana to come back and then cast teleport. So yeah, really good thing we had that. In fact, it's such a good thing that I'm going to just get a few more, just to feel a bit safer. Face door, I'm not gonna bother with. Do I get more light mana? We're down to 14, which I think is still fine. We do have to worry about our weight, of course. So, let's see here. Seeker bolts. Seeker arrows. Interesting stuff. We could go for rounded pebbles, but I mean, they're slightly lighter weight, but not really in a way that makes a difference. I guess ultimately I just want to go for a bow and arrows. I just need a bow. Maybe we can buy one here. It would be nice. Okay, stupid feline, get out of here. I suppose at this point I should probably drink a potion. Ah, right, that's that shop. Light crossbow. Yeah, crossbows, though, are obviously heavy. Surely a bow is less heavy than that. Okay, cure light wounds. Alright. No more recall. Well, let's go with cure light wounds. Obviously, we need more than what we have. In fact, I kind of want to buy all of these. So much for, paying attention to our weight. But we've seen that we're not guaranteed to even have these available at all, so if nothing else, I can buy them and put a couple of them in our storage. Potion of Speed, obviously very useful. Yeah, obviously one of the problems that we have, and I guess part of the reason that why we took so many attacks after that trap triggered, and what makes it even more amazing that we did not die, is the fact that we are slowed down slower compared to most enemies, I suppose. As long as we can just kill stuff with 1 or 2 fireballs from a distance, you know, it shouldn't matter too much. But in a situation like that, where we suddenly are surrounded by 5 enemies, that's obviously a different matter. Potion of Cure critical wounds for 246. I don't think we're quite there yet. Yeah, I mean, teleportation should be fine. We shouldn't need that much, I guess. Shouldn't. Well, at least we got a couple of the things we wanted. Metal cap. That is affordable, and it's only 2.5 weight. As opposed to the 0.3 for the death mask. I don't know. I mean, obviously... I think I'll just go... Do we see the overall weight for our stuff? Burden, 62 pounds. That's a lot. Yeah, it doesn't give us a breakdown of our equipment and inventory separately. Right. Guess it doesn't. Okay, I mean, I could do the math and see what weighs us down the most. It's obviously still the iron shots, the armor, of course, the shield, actually, but I mean, obviously those things help us out a lot. As far as consumables go, yeah, I mean, the stacks of potions obviously add up. 7 rations of food, which is definitely more than we should need. In fact, we haven't eaten a single one. Let's drop 4. Let's drop... I guess... 6 of these healing potions. Does that help? Okay, slow -1. I mean, it's better than it used to be. Let's just head back in, since we only have our one... I feel your luck is turning. Oh, great. Just what you want to hear. I think I'm gonna drink a potion, you know. In that sense, I maybe should have dropped 1 less, but that's fine. Obviously, we're gonna find more. They tend to be pretty common. I mean, we have some rounded pebbles here. You know what? Drop all of those. And just like that, we're no longer encumbered. Yay. Now, this level feeling... I'm never quite sure exactly what that means. I mean, it's not necessarily negative, right? At least I don't think so. Because I'm choosing to believe that it might not be. Just some leather gloves, useless to us. Cloak? Oh, we have a fur cloak, of course. Restore light mana, yes please. Oh, unknown scroll. Read it right away. Although that might be detect invisible. Oh, it's face door. Oh, we hadn't actually discovered that yet. Okay, good to know. Okay, we got a nest up here. That is going to bring us most of the way... Oh, wait, no. This is now down to only being worth 3.4. Never mind. I thought at one point this was actually worth 20-something. Yeah, I guess those days are over. And crows are down to only 1.1. Yeah, of course. That makes sense. That is how that usually works, or always works, really. More mana potions. Yes, please. Okay, that was a particularly tough to hit quill rat. Pebbles, no thanks. I think we have plenty. Slow poison, sure. Actually, fireball that thing. Okay, I mean, now we're really close to leveling at least. So that's good. I'm not quite sure that we found anything that might be responsible for that level feeling. But also, there isn't really much left on this map, unless we can find our way down here. Well, there are a few more enemies. Slime mold, let's eat that off the floor. Yummy. And there was indeed a room, but nothing in there. Okay. A little bit unsure still what that level feeling was all about. Unless I missed something. Not a single magic item, I don't think. Why are there no stairs here? Why did I think there were any more? Like, I guess we did find those lighter pebbles for what it's worth. And a bunch of consumables, but come on. Of course, there's a door there. I've seen so many... Yeah, I guess all the stairs are concentrated over here, yeah. Alright, let's head further down. This is a boring place, apparently. But boring is not bad. We've had quite a bit of excitement already. Nice, one-shot that undead. 10 XP to go. More mana potions. Very good. Huh? That's an actual skeleton. Okay. Searching and finding, actually. What are you guys? Dark Spearwoman. Oh, they're worth 0.8. Huh? Turn all that rubble away. There could be items in there. The odds are probably not great. Okay, do we eat another slime mold? We're not full, still. Still not full. I guess those things are just not very filling. Okay, we got a couple of these guys. Oh, nice. Frost definitely seems to be working better against those. Still 2 XP away, my god. This is slow going. But surely at this point it's 1 or 2 more enemies. I mean, this is a boring place, yeah. Let's just dive. Can't be all bad, okay. Good. Maybe. Hello? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, come, stop it. Dark Hunter. Dark Hunter dies. We're still 1 XP away. Come on. Filthy Rag Magic. Is there any chance that a Filthy Rag might be might ever be worth it. Right now we're using soft starter leather, which is 5+1. Filthy rag is, what is that, 1 armor by default or something? Let's just find out, I suppose. Identify I J. It's 1+4. Yeah, so 1 base armor. I mean, if it was 1+5, it would be as good as the soft studded leather, but much lighter. Is it actually worth using that? Losing 1 armor, but also losing 7 pounds? I feel like that might almost be worth it. It might also possibly be worth it to actually invest in strength. At least a little bit. Ah, no mana. Okay. It hits? Oh. Surprising. And we killed it and we still didn't level. Because we're getting fractions of XP here. Okay. Surely we can just kill you. There we go. Okay. Level 8. Nice. Yeah, what do we increase? I feel like our... the next int increase is actually going to give us more mana. More SP. I think so. Our HP increased by another 2, which is okay, I suppose. SP is up to 63, but we need so much more. Once we start casting fireballs, we burn through that so quickly. Let's try. Let's try int. So we once again did a pretty decent roll there, got an extra 6 points, I suppose, for 1825, and we did, in fact, gain more SP. Good. Very good. Let's see here. I mean, if we want to be able to use our teleport at all, we need to reduce the mana cost. Firebolt would go up to 6 mana. 49. I guess I'll do that. Make that just our super expensive but heavy hitting spell. Because we obviously do need to try and scale and keep up with enemies. Increasing health pools. Gonna keep the Frostbolt always a few levels lower, I suppose. Just to have the cheaper option. And use that more like a, you know, to finish off enemies that are close to death anyway. For anything that's resistant to fire. And also for the utility of the slowdown effect, I suppose. Yeah. And we increased the teleport, which is now... Oh wait, did it actually say the range went up this time? Why did I think the mana cost went down? Maybe it did. I guess it did start with 12 and now it's 11. Okay, I mean, it's obviously still expensive. Right, and it does not auto re-equip ammo to the quiver, which is a bit of a bummer. Ooh. Okay, some garnets. Looked fancier than they were, I guess, ultimately. Okay, I'm poisoned. Great. Did we drink slow poison? Maybe. Okay. I guess that didn't last very long. Maybe it was worth using the slow poison in order to save an actual healing potion. Who knows how much damage we would have taken otherwise. We get some arrows here, but arrows aren't the problem. The bow is. I feel like we just mostly got a little bit unlucky with not actually finding a bow for sale. There absolutely could have been one. Another magic filthy rag. I mean, I suppose this one could be better. Just needs to be ever so slightly better. And it's actually worse. Well, that's unfortunate. They might still sell for an okay amount. Probably not anything, you know, game-changing. Ooh. I do like that, though. L 1 plus 3. I mean, it's not a lot better than our mask, but it's a wizard hat and it's slightly better. So there we go. Gain 2 armor. Drop that mask. Non-magical. It's not going to sell for anything. Oh, we're being chased by a gargantuan beast. Killed that with our upgraded fireball, though. No problem. What are you? A broken stick. Great. That is a healing potion. Very nice. Some sort of AoE spell would be nice. I wonder if any of our later spells are actually gonna be AoE. Surely we must have some sort of multi-target options eventually. Cursed, jawbone cap, no thanks. No more need for lanterns. In fact, we never did have a need for lanterns. So we got lucky, or maybe it's really not such a matter of luck in this game, because I've now seen a total of 3 vials of Galadriel, I believe. Across maybe a dozen or so characters. None of which made it further than level 8. So, yeah. There seems to definitely be a certain imbalance in terms of early game artifacts. But I don't mind. We've basically been everywhere. I mean, I guess we've seen the good items that the game teased. Okay, this level also can't be all bad. Good to know. Light blue potion, unknown as of yet. What could that be? We've already identified a better type of mana potion, haven't we? Probably didn't need to use my expensive fireballs against all those enemies. But it's kind of hard to gauge how tough they're going to be. Also, I guess I just haven't been really... ooh, magic sling, huh? I haven't really been looking at XP values to even try to make a guess. A mage staff, huh? Are they always teal like that? Either way, the one we started with sold for a good amount of money. Probably don't need that light spell. Why was that skeleton so much tougher than they usually are? Who knows? Another unknown potion. What now? Oh, pressed capital G instead of G. Whoops. Light scroll is not useful, I don't think. Quaff unknown potions. Your eyes feel very sensitive, so that's see invisible, detect invisible. Right, okay. And that is resist heat. Ah, right, but we have resist fire. I guess we just never identified resist heat before. Fair enough. Less resistant to fire. Yeah, okay. Just please don't run into any more of those horrible summoning traps. about half health. We just found another healing potion, so actually drink one of those. It's gonna get us almost back up to full health. Dark Spear Woman worth 0.75. So actually extremely weak. Flask of oil. I mean, they can be thrown, but otherwise we don't have a use for those. Oh, big guy. Scroll of Light, no thanks. Okay, saving some mana. We still need 127. Yeah, we're not really making any meaningful progress here on these levels. Would there be something to the north? I mean, I guess there could be, but... Let's just focus on this southeastern corner. That should be good enough. Start leather. Okay. Still 120 to go. We're at level 5. What a boring place. Oh. Poison trap. Cool. Okay, let's see if I don't do anything. Okay, we basically take just about the same amount of damage. I think I'll just leave. Level 6. Get a brute. Okay, my ancestors have killed at least 4 of these. Good to know. Let's fireball it, almost kill it. Huh? What? Can I not? Oh. There we go. Of course we can, I just need to press the right button, as always. Toolbar. Satisfy hunger. We're already full though. We want to re-equip the pebble. Okay, hello. Man, a monster list would be so nice. Just, you know, visible monsters. I'm so used to that. Just being able to look instead of, you know, having to manually use the look command to identify everything in view. It's just such a nice bit of quality of life. But no such luck. That's fine. We will just fireball you, I guess. There's another one. Is frost enough? I mean, it wasn't in that case. Wooden chest. Okay. Let's find that trap. There was one, of course. And we disarm it, and we open. And there's just some money in it. Shortbow, hello. Well, okay. I'll take you. A shortbow weighs 3. Yeah, so obviously heavier than the sling, but again, ammo is so much more lightweight. Huh? We're out of mana again. New scroll. Read that. Ooh, magic mapping. Nice. That's fine. Not a huge waste since we've, well, was I going to stick around on this level? I don't know. I suppose now I am. We hadn't explored too much of it yet, so we're still fine. No connection between these points of the dungeon, huh? We can't really tunnel very well without a proper instrument or a heavier weapon, so let's not even try that. Okay. Splash with acid. Acid has actually been removed as an element, or, you know, attribute, or damage type, rather. And thus anything that used to deal acid damage has either been changed to something else, or just physical damage, like in the case of acid traps. At least that's what I believe the manual says. We are down to only a 4 experience needed, so I guess the enemies here have started giving us slightly more considerable XP. I'm trying to remember what I wanted to do. I think it was just drink a mana potion, because we're gonna need it. No longer full. Oh boy. Lightning balls. Should I don't know. Should I teleport right away? I'm guessing we're dealing with those disfigured things? At least those are the only enemies that I'm aware of that use lightning. The thing is, I don't know if they can just spam those lightning balls. Or if now that they've shot 2 of them, we have some time to react, to do something. Namely, drink a healing potion. Or is that going to kill me, because it's not going to take effect before they shoot more fireballs or more lightning bolts at me? I mean, not being slow would be great, but I don't know that that by itself would make such a big difference here. Do I drink a healing potion and hope that they don't kill me? If they deal as much damage as they just dealt to me, I think it might be extremely close. I might either die or barely survive. But they could easily deal more damage. Maybe there are not just 2. Maybe there are 5, and only 2 of them decided to shoot or throw their lightning bolts this time. I mean, I probably should play it safe and teleport away. And if I really want to play it safe, I should just leave that room alone. Just leave this floor. Stop it, dude. Just cancel. Okay, you're not an enemy skeleton. And we get an agate ring. Please give me lightning resistance. Identify. Slow digestion. Well, it's something, I guess. Not really what we need here. Restore light mana, right. Detect invisible. Cursed quilted armor, cool. Okay. I suppose the enemies, whatever they were, didn't have any reason to come after me, since I just teleported away. They wouldn't have chased down this corridor. Only I could lure them out. Well, there were 2 more lightning bolts. I destroyed something. Okay, but they seem to be capable and willing to just cast lightning bolts every single turn, which I kind of hate. I mean, maybe now I got their attention. Whatever it is, it's shooting straight at me, and, well, I was shooting straight at it. No more lightning bolts, so I'm guessing we're good here. Yep. We're both just standing in there. Extremely convenient that I was able to just, you know, shoot at them in a straight line. Well, that was certainly a bit scary, though. Hello? Oh, there's the nest. Still worth 17 XP. Nice. Give me more of those. Oh, those are... Do they resist fire? Or are they just really tanky? Normal speed? I mean, it doesn't move at all. Has no physical attacks. Right. I guess, once you're in a situation like this, with one of those nests in a corridor, you can just freely do that. Just whittle it down in melee. Oh, hello? It's another one. I mean, we can take it and sell it, I suppose. Chainmail. That would have been a very minor upgrade for our barbarian, but obviously it's not for us. Okay, interesting floor. Bit scary. This level can't be all bad, you say. Looking forward to being shot in the face with 4 lightning bolts and just dying. In fact, that is a very real danger, isn't it? Should I just drink another healing potion to make sure I'm topped off? I literally cannot drink a potion after every single fight that makes me lose any health. I have to draw a line somewhere. I mean, I could say that, you know, as soon as I drop below 3/4 health, so around now, I guess, I should heal. But that's still a lot of healing potions. But on the other hand, if I die, that's also not ideal. So... Oh, returned. Okay. Resists poison. Right, so poison is still a thing. Blood clan hits. Oh wait, those things are actually tough. Those things are actually tough, and I'm out of mana. Uh-oh. What do we do? Yeah, I should have realized sooner that these things are actually kind of tough. In fact, okay, we've not killed one of these. Why did I think we had? I don't know. I guess we fought different kinds of lowercase k's and different red enemies, but just not this combination yet. Right, it is quick, we're slow, obviously. Not great. I mean, I should survive drinking a healing potion. Do I just... I guess I just teleport away again. Just, you know, it's fine. All that counts ultimately is that we survive. And surely after our next return to the surface... And we are on dungeon level 7, by the way, which is the deepest we've been. I would like to continue this expedition, if possible, until at least the next level up, I guess. Our inventory is filling up, so we do have stuff to sell. We still have a lot of gold. We made like just over 550 or so. Just in pure cash, plus the things we're going to sell. So it's not an unsuccessful expedition at all. And there's always a chance that we'll just get more stuff. Some more words of recall would be very welcome, of course, as well as a healthy supply of healing potions. But for now, we'll just keep going. Cobalt Wand. Is that actually our first wand? I suppose so. I should probably also just heal up. Canine skeleton. You're a brute, which we have fought before. Okay, a staff as well. Use that, and it's a staff of light. Probably just as useful as other light-based items, but it might be worth selling. Let's try the wand, and it's Stinking Cloud. Okay, we have a little bit of an AoE spell now. That is actually quite nice. Low feeling can't be all bad. Okay, there's one of those. Okay, Fireball works just fine. Good to know. And they are worth 7. We're actually getting quite close to leveling here. Okay, I guess that was the one that we had already weakened earlier. Plenty of mana potions. Somehow I expected that we would be burning through those a lot faster. Returned. Okay, that thankfully worked out. I guess they're not particularly tough. Resist poison. And it looks like there's just about one more room down this way. Okay, we got Griswold. Excuse me? Griswold, what are you doing here? You move slowly, so do I. He resists poison, he can hit to attack and hit to attack. Okay. I think I'm going to... Shrugs off the attack. Oh boy. Oh no. Okay. I guess we're teleporting again. And hopefully we're not dying. Scary. Heal. And get rid of that bleeding. Heal again. Oh wait, we're so close to leveling though. Wait, if we can just kill one of those blood cleanse with a fireball, and we can do that. I know that. We will level up, and we will be good. Griswold seems a little bit more problematic, perhaps. The plan was to slow him with a frostbolt, and then hopefully outrun him. But yeah, the fact that we're slow -2 is obviously really bad. We might also run into something in this narrow corridor here. Oh, come on. Hit Griswold. Ah, that's Griswold. Oh, come on. No, I just need to kill something. It's fine. We can restore some mana. Just keep slowing him down. Oh, we actually hit him. He is damaged. And he's actually pretty slow at this point. How do you like fireballs? Not too much. Oh, he flees in terror, huh? Oh, Griswold is destroyed. That was probably worth... Well, actually, it wasn't even worth that much experience. We're at -12, so he gave us 14. I mean, 14 is a decent amount, I suppose, but for a boss enemy, it doesn't seem so great. Anyway, we leveled. We will... I mean, there's a decent chance that increasing int is going to give us an immediate increase again, because it might... I guess there's a 50-50 chance that it's going to bring us to at least 1830. Or I could actually put a point into strength. But, I mean, how many points in strength would we need for it to actually make a real difference? The thing is, even when carrying pretty light equipment and just, you know, an inventory, like, not even full with heavy stuff. We're not carrying anything that's individually particularly heavy, or even as a stack particularly heavy, and yet we are constantly slowed down, right? So, effectively, any investment in strength gives us a speed increase. So, in that regard, I guess strength is actually pretty valuable to increase. I just hate that I have to do it, but I think I'm still going to do it, though. Okay, I mean, increasing our strength by 1 has made it so we're now only slow -1. So it actually made a real difference. That's good. As soon as we pick anything up, we're probably going to just be back down to -2, but still, it's better than it used to be. Okay, teleport actually just keeps going up in range. I was not expecting that. So it is going to turn into a full-on teleport, which is good. I mean, sure. I guess ultimately that is better than just having a blink, as we've seen. It's still pretty expensive though. I was really hoping for it to just keep getting cheaper, but no such luck. I would also really like to put more points into warmth, just in case it ever actually does anything. I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna trust. I'm choosing to trust it. Fireball will go up to costing 7, but it's also gonna be 5d9 damage. Or we could help our Frostbolt stay relevant. I think we probably should do that. So I do find myself using that quite a bit. And it's still reasonably cheap, I guess. At 4. 72 HP and 71 mana. Almost equilibrium. Ooh, a magic mage staff. What do you know? And a magic hand axe. And a magic dagger. And a magic whip. And that just about fills our inventory. We're now slow -3, which I am not a big fan of. But that being said, we did clear the level. We killed another boss. Well, boss. Elite enemy, at least. Hello. Where'd you guys all come from? Why did it seem like they all just appeared out of nowhere? Huh? Why? But why? Because I keep pressing the wrong button. Okay. That kind of worked. Slow poison. Sure. I guess we're not really interested in picking up those pebbles anymore because we're just going to switch to a bow. Which is not magical, but, you know, whatever. We just need some sort of source of ranged damage. We don't even... I mean, it's nice to have. I guess we could do without it. And just rely on our magic. Maybe we should, honestly. It would definitely help with the encumbrance situation. Later on, maybe once we actually have more strength, maybe some equipment that actually gives us bonus stats. I can only assume that such things exist. We just haven't really advanced far enough to get our hands on them. But yeah, if we do, you know, later, if we make it to a high enough level, that eventually we don't need to worry about weight quite so much, and we will also probably have access, hopefully have access to some actually good, rare range weapons that might give us additional stats as well. You know, then we can always start using one. Maybe that is just a better course of action for now. Yeah, I'm bleeding, but I guess what can I do? I'll just stop the bleeding, heal up a little bit. I just triggered the trap again. Okay, disarmed it now. Worth 5 XP. I was paying attention. Maybe worth risking a bleed. Okay, I think this floor should be cleared. I guess it wasn't all bad. Killed another elite, got a nice amount of loot. Not sure if any of it is actually going to be useful. I mean, the mage staff sounds intriguing for sure. But of course we can't use it and also use a shield. And I do definitely like the extra armor that we get from our shield. But it depends, I suppose. But I mean, it's only magic. Magic just means it's gonna have some bonus to damage. So it's never gonna give us any attributes. That would be marked as rare. So it's not actually gonna be useful. Unless it somehow works differently for mage staffs, but I kinda doubt that. Anyway, I think we're just going to recall out of here. Because it's also been over an hour, so I guess it's about the time. We still have 3 scrolls of identify, so let's just start using those, I guess. The mage staff. is a +5 mage staff 1d12. Oh, that's a lot better. Interesting. But, I mean, it is still just a 200 melee weapon, right? It's interesting that it's called the exact same thing as the much worse versions. Same weight as well. Well, I guess it's basically just a lot of money we got there. Hand axe, dagger, whip. I mean, the hand axe is too heavy to actually use. A dagger or a whip would be fine, I guess. Suppose I decided that we're not going to be using the sling anyway, but I mean, there's no real point deciding what to identify. It's just about what we identify first. Okay. Assuming, of course, we can get more, and we can. We even have 4 words of recall. Wow, amazing. I am going to buy all of those. Thank you. Teleportation, let's see here. We did use up quite a few of those, and apparently we still find ourselves needing them. Much more often than I would like, but we're just going to get 5 more. And we're also going to get a bunch of those. Let's just get 10, because we're going to use some anyway, some right away. Still only resist fire. Come on, give me something else. These things are surprisingly cheap. Actually, really surprisingly cheap. But of course, double fire doesn't really seem very necessary. Identify that whip. It's a +6 whip. It's a 1d12 whip. Wait, that's also much better than the base whip. Isn't a whip normally like 1d4? Interesting. Okay. Sling +5. What can we sell to you? The ring. For 189. Okay. Nothing too exciting, I guess. The Staff of Light. Also 189. Interesting. Stinking Cloud, just out of curiosity, I suppose. Or does it... Can I still... Okay, I can still cancel. 300, I mean, that's not terrible. But that could actually come in handy, so I want to hold on to that. I wonder how much of a problem invisible creatures are going to be. I have not encountered any, at least I haven't seen any. I haven't been attacked by anything invisible. Is that going to be a thing later? Is it not implemented yet? Who knows? Actually impossible to know. But I feel like my inventory is getting a little bit full, so I'm going to just decide that we probably won't need it. Right, we can't just sell here, so why not? Magical sling can go. Non-magical bow. Actually, I'm just gonna stash that away. It's just non-magical bow. Actually, I really don't need to. Never mind. Can actually sell pretty much all of the stuff, okay? 200 for a filthy rag. Yep, 200 for both of them. Despite them being differently enchanted. So that's interesting. That it depends on the type of item and type of... well, type of rarity, I suppose. And not on the individual strength of the enchantment. 200 for the axe as well. Wait, you can... I'm so dumb. It's a freaking general store. There's a maximum amount they're gonna pay. Oh my god. Okay, but the magic shop does pay up to 20,000. Okay, I probably just lost a lot of money. But most importantly, I wanted to know how much those rags were worth. But at least 200? I mean, that's still worth taking with me, I suppose. How much are you gonna pay? For that dagger. 129. But you might be extra stingy, though, because, you know, it's a black market after all. Not sure if it's true that they pay less, but they definitely charge more, so I don't know. You are gonna pay up to 5k, it looks like. So we should be good just selling everything here. And, oh yeah, we get so much more. Okay, so don't sell at the black market. Gotcha. 761 for the whip. Yeah, okay, we were definitely ripped off. I mean, I ripped myself off. That was entirely on me for not realizing that. But we did get exactly 189 for two different things at the mage shop earlier, right? Even though they would have definitely sold more, so those items just happen to be worth the exact same amount. Wait, did I already sell? Oh, I already sold the mage staff. For 886. Okay, yeah. That's totally fine. I wasn't gonna use it anyway. I don't know. Maybe I'm being silly. Maybe mage staffs do something beyond just being melee weapons. I feel like there's some game where that is the case. It might even be an Angband variant. It might even be Angband, I don't know. Maybe that's just a thing in base Angband, and also a thing here, that somehow using a mage staff helps with your mana regen or something like that. But would it really not be mentioned? Even on a fully identified item? Who knows? Okay, so we have 10 teleportation, we have 8 identify, 4 recall. We want to look for healing potions. Okay, we're starting to see some restoration potions. That's nice, I guess. Cure light wounds. Yes, please. Let's get... Should I just buy them all and stash them away again? We have 6,000 gold. I feel like that answers my question. You're selling serious mana, enchant armor. Shield of Deflection 20 plus 10 for 26,000 gold. Okay. Mithril Chainmail for 8,700. That's decent as far as heavy armor goes. In fact, it's only -1, and you know, 28 armor, but only -1 to combat stats. So it's actually really good. It's also only 15. So yeah, definitely an extremely desirable thing as far as non-magical armor goes. If you can use it. Fanged Helm. Just straight up 3 armor. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it would be worth just buying some armor pieces that gives a little bit more armor. I don't know. Guess I'm gonna drop my magical sling. It's not particularly amazing or anything, but But it's something at least, just in case I decide that having a ranged weapon is actually worth it somehow. Look at that, we're actually not encumbered for once. 45.9 pounds. Okay, obviously I don't know at which weight I will be encumbered, so who knows? Mana potions, I guess, are fine, but also it's just a few hundred. Might as well just buy them. Also, I wanted to drop potions off, so let's do that. Why do we have 2 separate stacks of light mana now? And 2 separate stacks of Cure Light Wounds. Wait, what? What's up with that? If I drop those, they do not stack. Strange. Okay, I mean, I guess I'll just take 1 stack then, and leave the other here. Okay. Should I take more than 10 healing potions? I mean, maybe. Honestly, we're kind of using them. Using a lot of those. Wait, now the potion's stacked. Right? Yeah. Apparently they did. Let's take another 5. There we go. Okay, so we got 3 rations of food. Still haven't actually eaten a single one. We've been living off slime mold, and that's it, I think. Didn't even use that 1 scroll of Satisfy Hunger that I found on the floor. We should have enough mana potions. We have some heroism, which I guess I haven't used. Maybe I should have tried using one against Griswold, although again, I'm not really sure if that even makes a difference for anything other than melee combat. But still, you know, might as well use them. 15 healing potions should hopefully be fine. 10 teleportation, 4 recall, 8 identify, and we have a stinking cloud if we need it. Okay, I guess that's where I'm going to end this episode. Next time we're going to probably just recall to level 7 instead of walking there. Well, I could do that as well. We need 160 XP to advance. We're level 9. We're doing okay, although we've been very close to death a couple too many times. Let's see if that continues next time. I mean, once again, at this point, if this character dies, I am just going to hop on over to the next one. But still, I would prefer it for this run to continue for a little bit longer at least. But we'll see how that goes. For now, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.